Hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today is going to be swatch day. So if you like swatching, you clicked on the right video, and if you don't like swatching videos, why did you click on this video? You are welcome anyhow, the more the merrier. But what are we going to be swatching? Well, I guess the title of the video and the thumbnail kind of gives it away, but bam! Woohoo! Master markers set A and B. Woohoo! I have been wanting and coveting these markers for so long, months and months, and so I have been saving my pennies every month, and I actually have had these sitting on my desk for, oh my gosh, a few months now. And you know, with all of the cleaning and packing and whatever, getting ready to sell the house, and now trying to catch up on videos to make and stuff, I am finally getting caught up, and I am able to swatch these out. I'm so excited, can you tell? So I have not tried these at all. I wanted my first impressions to be on camera with you guys. The only thing that I did do is I took out all the markers and I put them in color family. And the only way I did that from light to darker is I just went on the color of the caps. And as we all know, the color of the caps many times does not accurately represent the color in the markers. So I'm sure these are definitely going to be out of order. With that being said, each set, so again, this is set A, and this is the primary set. Set B is a secondary set, so you do get different colors in each set. You can buy set A and set B separately, or like what I did, you can buy the 160 set and get both sets together, and I will link everything down below. In addition to these sets, there are a number of, I think they're 32 count sets. There is a landscape, skin and hair. I think there's a gray tone, manga, and your primary colors. I'll link those down below too, in case you don't want to invest in one of the big sets, but say you're interested in the skin and hair, which a lot of us are. The landscape set looks kind of nice too. So the reason why I wanted these so badly is because they are brush tip markers. Can you see that? So we are going to look at these more closely, but yes, they are brush tips. So let's pick one of my favorite colors and let's look at the marker itself. So as you can see, has a plain black barrel. I see there are, okay, it has a rubbery feel to it, and there are like finger grips in it. So I can see where that's going to be. Oh yeah, it's soft. That's going to be nice to color with. There's like ridges in it. And it does say master on here. And here is an indicator for the brush tip. Here is an indicator for the chisel tip. Now the one thing that I do notice right off the bat, many of our budget-friendly markers has a colored ring that you can very easily see, which identifies which is most of the time a chisel or a fine tip. When most of them don't have brush tips, you know, the ring will indicate what one of the tips are, so you can see very easily when you pull the marker out what end is what. This one is not color coded at all on either end, so I guess the only way to determine it is by these codes right here. I don't know if you can see them on camera or not, but even if they just had these, it would be nicer if they would have made them white or in the corresponding color, something so that they would be more easily seen rather than in black. So I guess right off the bat, that is one drawback that I see to these markers. But let's look at the nibs. Now you'll see on each end there is a color code and a color name. And again, it is the color represents the color inside. We'll see as we swatch how accurate that is. Then we have a really nice brush tip. Comes to a nice point. We'll see how flexible the brush tip is. And then we have, ooh, that's a nice chisel. Comes to a very, sharp point. But yet is, yeah, I can see where it'd be nice to color in large areas with this too. Okay, so that is the marker itself. Now, as far as swatching, let me get this set out of the way because we're going to start with, we're going to do it in my typical order, which is yellows going into the oranges, reds, pinks, purples, blues, you know, like that. My standard order. Now what I did, because I really wasn't sure of the order I was going to be going in, I just printed out a blank swatch sheet, swatch chart that I always make up. These are all my own swatch color charts, and I just left it blank for now with 160 spots for each marker. So what I'm going to do, let's only have one sheet here at a time. It'll make things a little bit easier. I am not going to take the time to write in the color name. We'd be here for hours. So I'm just going to write in the number over here, and then we're going to do a swatch over in this column. Okay, are we ready? I don't know about you, but I love swatching videos. So like I said, if you do too, you're in the right place. So let's start with our light yellows. This one is 109 Flagstone. So we have 109, and I'm just going to write them real messy. I don't really care. So let's see what this brush tip feels like. Oh, that feels nice. Oh, that is a great skin tone. That is not a yellow. So right off the bat, we can see this looks like a pale yellow, but it's a beautiful skin tone. So that is the purpose of making the color charts, right? So important. We have a 134 corn silk. Okay, another awesome skin tone. It's even a little bit lighter. Oh, that's wonderful. Even though they look yellow. Then we have 164, which is anise. And there's a yellow. That's pretty. And we have a 136. 346. Wow, Lisa. 346, which is a banana. Oh, I like that. That is a nice, pretty yellow. And we have 142, which is cream. Okay, and that's kind of a peachy color. So again, cover does not accurately represent, you know, this could be another skin tone. So these three would go together really well. Then we have number 38, which is pale yellow. Oh, that's pretty. That is a nice pale yellow. And we have 45, which is canary yellow. Okay, nice dark yellow. And we have 35, a lemon yellow. Now, lemon yellow, you would think by the name that it would be brighter, you know, like one of these. But that's okay. It's still a very pretty color. They're all pretty different so far. These are a little similar, but here we have 37, tulip yellow. Okay, now those are these three are actually quite similar. This one hasn't dried yet, and it is a little bit lighter. This one's darker. So these two are quite similar so far. And you do get that, you know, quite a bit when you buy these larger sets like this. And some of these colors might have been in set A and the other ones in set B, because you can purchase them, you know, separately. And by me combining them two, you know, might be why there's some similar colors. This one's 44, honeydew. That looks like a yellow ochre, so, but it's a nice dark yellow. Okay. Then we have a 344, which is maize. Okay. And we have 32, which is ochre. Whoa, flipping around on me. Okay, there is a nice ochre. Oh, I am loving these brush tips. Oh my gosh. 34, chrome yellow. These brush tips are awesome. Look at how they glide on the paper. Oh, so the chrome yellow is almost like a yellow orange, right? And then we have 31, dark yellow. Hope this isn't too shadowy for you guys. I am recording at night now. Okay. Boy, these do go together really nicely. I am loving this set so far. Now I put in some skin tones. So as we can see, some of these other ones, you know, would be going down into the skin tones. So this one is 26 peach. That is definitely not a skin tone. Would be great for blush or lips though. Then we have 347 cappuccino. Now that might actually go in the earth tones according to the name. And yes, it would. Again, I just went by, well, yeah, that would be my fault. That should go in the earth tones. And I should have looked at the name. Cappuccino, yeah. I should have went with the earth tones. Here's buttercup yellow. This looks like a pale yellow, so it maybe should be up higher. Like I said, I just kind of threw them together in some semblance of order, better than what they were. Oh no, this is orangey. It's like a pale orange. It is a skin tone. And we have Navajo tan, but again, it looked real pinkish to me. So I put it up here. Yeah, see, this is not a tan. Another earth, or another skin tone. And we have a Barely Beige. We recognize that name, don't we? For anybody that has any alcohol markers, Barely Beige is a common one. And it usually is a great skin tone. Okay, now I put some that I thought was kind of light orange. Although this looks yellow, the name is Cantaloupe, so I wasn't sure. But it does look yellow. Should have maybe put it up there. Oh, nope, it is an orange. Haha, I guessed right. Okay, and then we have 24, which is Marigold. Okay, a little bit darker. Then we have a light orange, 343. And let's try out the chisel just to see what it's like. Very nice. And the edge, oh yeah, you can get a nice thin line. Oh yeah, okay. Wanted to at least try it out, right? Even though I doubt I'll be using it much because of having the nice brush tip. 122 Vivid Orange. This almost looks fluorescent according to the cap. Oh yes, it is a fluorescent orange. Then we have 14, which is a vermilion. Gonna have to make sure I put these in the case all the same way, so when I grab them, I'll have the brush tip. That's a pretty vermilion. Reddish orange, and maybe should go down with the reds. Here we have 23, Pumpkin Orange. Oh, that's a nice orange. Yeah, vermilion definitely will go probably at the top of the reds. Then we have dark orange, 334. That's a very dark orange. Wow. These are really nice and juicy. Okay, then I went on to the reds. Here is a bright red, 121. Looks almost like a pink though, doesn't it? No, it is a red. That is a nice red. That's your real standard red. And sometimes in our markers, we don't get a really good plain yellow or a plain orange or red. Whoops, this one is Scarlet, number 13. That is a wonderful red also. Just a little bit of a difference between that one, but very similar. And then we have 12, which is Coral Red. Real blood red. So again, a little bit different than this one. This one has more of a pinky tone to it. These two are quite similar though. But if you use red a lot, it might be good to have a couple of them. This one is number 4, Vivid Red. Another real similar one. We'll wait and see till later when we do an overall look at the colors. They'll all be dried then, and we can really see what they truly look like. Let's come up to the next column. We have 15, Ruby Red. Another nice red. Kinda similar to some of the others though. Here we have number 2, raspberry. This looks like a pretty color. Okay, it's kind of like a wine red, right? We have quite a number of darker reds in here. We have number 3, burgundy. Okay, that's nice. Lighter than that one. Then we have wine, which is 333. Pen keeps wanting to roll on me. Another really nice red, but again, similar to the others. To me, that is not a wine red. Wine red, you kind of think of being a real deep red. Here's 310, Merlot. Looks like Merlot. Okay, there's your nice dark red. And then the last dark red is number 1, Bordeaux. Okay, another nice dark red. A little bit of a different tone than the previous one. Now the thing that's nice about these too is because of the clips on the caps, they don't totally roll off your desk. So I do like that. Okay, let's go on to some pale pinks. Now these are nude colors. Nude number 1, 2, and 3, but because they looked real pink to me on the caps, I did put them at the beginning of the pinks. So we'll see if the nude colors are truly skin tones or if they are pink like the cover kind of shows. So this is nude number 1, which is 131. Yeah, and they are pink. Okay. You would think a marker with the name of nude, it would make you think of a skin tone. So here's nude number 2, 132, 135, I mean. Okay, different pink, a little bit darker, so I'm assuming nude number 3 is going to be just a little bit darker, and that's 339. So I have no idea how they put these numbers on these markers. You would think nude number 1, 2, and 3 would have went in numerical order, but I guess not. Okay, nice. 135. I did write 132. I had 2 in my head. Okay, so then we go on to a pale pink, 196. Hope you grabbed something to drink, because we're going to be here for a while. Okay, that was pale pink. And I don't know about you, but I'm having a blast. All right. Here we have 18, which is mulberry. It's getting late at night. My eyes aren't working. Okay, nice. And we have number 6, azalea. Oh, that's pretty. I like that too. Let's face it, we like all colors, right? Except grays. I'm not a huge gray person. 7 is Cosmos. Thought I felt something that indicated to me the tip or something felt different, where I could tell it was the chisel tip. Maybe it was just a lucky guess. I thought there was a different indicator. What's the chisel and what's the brush? Here is 8, rose pink. Okay, brighter pink. We have a lot of pinks, folks. 28, salmon. Hope you can see all these okay. I didn't know how much I should zoom in. Okay, now that's lighter. A lighter pink. And we have number 9, pink. Very appropriately named. Okay. We have some that are similar. 198, tender pink. Ooh, much darker pink, but very pretty. Then we have bold pink. Now to me this almost has a purplish tint to it, but it's called bold pink. Oh, and it is a bold pink. That one has an accurate name. Here we go, 88, Rosaline. Some of these I have some unique names that I haven't heard of in other sets. Oh, wow. All right. And then we have 126, which is fuchsia. Pretty. These do have a nice click to them too, but they're not too hard to open. But yeah, you can tell they snap close nice so they won't dry out on you. Okay, we're going to go to some darker purpley pinks. Here is Bright Berry 80, is it 80 or 5? 87. Ooh. Pretty. I like that one. Next one looked real similar as far as the color of the caps. This one is 86. Yeah. 86 Bougainvillea. Okay. Bougainvillea? I'm not sure. Okay. Shade lighter than the previous one. Now we're going to go on to the purples. So first one we have is 136 Mauve. So I thought these would be all the really light purples, but this one is clearly quite pink. And we have 342 Light Orchid. Oh, that's pretty. These two actually would go together quite nice, wouldn't they? Then we have 146 Pale Violet. Oh, that's pretty. And we have 77 Periwinkle. Oh, that's pretty. Very similar though, aren't they? And 75 Amethyst. Oh, that's pretty. These would blend nicely together. Then we have 145 Lavender. Pretty lavender. We have 340 Plum. Move you up a bit here. Okay, now that's more on the pink side than the purple. I would almost put that up with, because it's very similar to that one. Yeah, definitely does not look plum to me. 341 Orchid. Okay, another one that I think I would put up with the purples then. Or, sorry, with the pinks. Okay, let's go to page number 2. Moving on. We have 85, which is Vivid Purple. Oh, that is gorgeous. My fave. 82, which is Violet. Very similar. But again, with it being my favorite color, I probably will run out of that one first. Those two are, yeah, pretty much identical. Then we have 81 Purple. Okay. Nice. Like it, like it. Last of the purples is 73 Royal Purple. Now it is really nice on the light ones. They do have the black lettering. On the dark colors, they do have the white lettering. So you can very easily read these. So that's nice. Sometimes they put, even though the marker itself is dark, they will still put black lettering on, and they're almost impossible to read. No, I'm not saying that's not going to happen at all, because it probably will, but so far from what I have seen, they've done a pretty good job of it. So, okay, so Royal Purple is a little bit different. Let's go on to the blues. Here we have 178 Cool Blue. Oh, very nice. Nice icy kind of blue. Then we have 182 Frost Blue. Almost feels like when you pull off the chisel end, it pulls off a little bit harder than the brush tip. After I've pulled off a number of these covers, I almost can tell right away, I think I got the wrong end. It's the chisel end, just by how the cover pulls off. Okay, that's a shade darker. And then we have 185 Ice Blue. Oh, I like that too. Now this, these next two, this is something I noted. The next two, this is 144 Sky Blue. This is 76 Sky Blue. And I don't know if it shows on camera or not. They are very different colors, but they're both called Sky Blue. Now I don't know, again, if this is from set A and this is from set B, but regardless, you shouldn't have two markers with the same name. And later down the road, I noticed when I was putting all the markers together in color family, you'll see in the grays I have a problem also. So here's 144 Sky Blue. Oh, it's like a grayish blue. That's pretty. And here's the other Sky Blue. This one is 76 Sky Blue. So yes, very different colors, but both called Sky Blue. I could see this one with the grayer tinge being used like for clouds or something like that. We have 183 Lake Blue. Ooh, that's pretty too. All right. We have 67 Tourmaline. This looks real, yeah, aqua-ish. And that's kind of where I'm heading now, is to kind of the aquas and teals. This one is 324 Light Aqua. So I kind of grouped these together before getting into the deep blues. Kind of similar. Maybe a tad more green to that one. We have 66 Neptune Blue. Oh, that one's pulling off harder. Yep, see? Ooh, Neptune Blue is pretty. And we have 65 Turquoise. Oh, pretty. Looks like a teal though, doesn't it? Quite a bit darker than what I think of anyhow of a turquoise. Then we have 326 Process Blue. Oh, pretty. So, shade darker than that one. And 63 Cerulean Blue. And I typically love Cerulean Blue. Oh, yes. This is a little bit darker than the Cerulean Blue I'm used to, though. Cerulean Blue is more of a deeper blue like this, isn't it? Normally. But it is a very pretty color. Kind of similar to this one, though. All right, get back in your slot. Good heavens. Okay. Then we have 64 Indian Blue. We're getting into some of the dark blues now. That's pretty. Now that's kind of what I think of when I think of Cerulean Blue. And I may be totally wrong there, but... Now this is one I wish they would have written in white rather than the black. I can still read it pretty easily, but I think it would have been a little bit nicer. Like the next one is in white. You can see this a lot easier than this. But so far that's the only one that I've seen them do that on. The rest are all really good. So this one is 74 Brilliant Blue. There's your royal blue. Gorgeous. And then we have 71 Cobalt Blue. Oh, pretty. A little bit darker than the previous. And then we have 70 Labradite. Never heard of that one. Okay, real great tone to that. And that is the end of the first case. Yes, we're only halfway through. Well, actually, we're over halfway. This is one thing I wanted to point out. Let's zoom back out. That I did notice when I opened these cases. In the lid, when they are shipped, it comes with this particular thing in the lid. And it sits over the top of the markers. Or was it the other? No, it was this way. And I'm assuming it was for shipping purposes, because if you leave this in the lid, there's no way that you can get this closed because you can't fit the markers all back accurately enough. So I took that out. Now the other thing, most of the time you can get this closed and it just snaps and hooks in these right here. And then you just pull up on them. One other thing though that's in the lid is another plastic piece, and I was going to take this out also, and then I thought, well, maybe if these are shifting around it would be better to have this in, but I do notice it's a little bit harder to close the lid with this in. So for now I am going to leave it in, but I may take it out in the future. I don't know. Of course, you know me, these cases that they come in are very, very nice, but they're in 2 separate cases. And like I said, you know me, folks, I like to have all my stuff together. So what did I buy? And we can open this up and look at it also. This is a 168 slot marker set. Oh no, 170. 170. Wow, I didn't know that. And this one, it looks like you have to put together, which I know my other marker cases, I didn't have to do that. So maybe we will go ahead and look at this once we're done swatching out all of the markers. Let's go to set B and let's see what's all in these. Now, like I said, we're kind of over halfway due to the fact you get 2 blenders, because I'm assuming you get one in set A, one in set B, and because black is used so often, you get one. Again, I'm assuming one in set A, one in set B. So, like I said, we are a little over half done. Just a little. Let me get these back in here. Yeah, and I can very easily use these 80 count marker cases for something else. Okay, we have a couple of blues to go. We have 62 marine blue. Okay, shade darker than that one. And the last one we are familiar with, 69 Prussian blue. Oh, let's zoom you back in, huh? Okay. Didn't mean to leave you all hanging up there. Oh, pretty. Like a navy blue. Okay, let's go on to the greens. Here we have 318 bay leaf. Okay. And 319 soft green. Oh, that's pretty. Nice soft green. 134 June or 173. Boy, I can't see numbers. My eyes are seeing one thing, but a total different number comes out of my mouth. I don't know why. 173 juniper. Oh, really nice pale green. Okay, and then we have 166 spring green. Let's move you up just a tad here. Okay, similar to that one though. And we have 315 sage. Now to me this looks like a mint green, not a sage, but that's okay. As long as the color's pretty. Okay, it's a shade darker than the previous. Then we have 325 ice green. Oh, there's your mint green. I love mint green. Okay, we have 59 leaf green. Wait till you see all the greens in this set. It is just, oh, it's incredible. We'll see how many duplicate colors there are, though. That's the thing. That's nice. 174 olivine. It's another one I had never heard of. Olivine sounds like a name. Oliva. Okay. Yeah, looks like an olive green. Is that what olivine stands for? Is olive green? Oh my goodness sakes. Okay. Made sense to me. 167 light ivy green. Nice. So our next color and chat that we do, hopefully mid-week or so, maybe by Thursday or so, I want to do a color and chat with these. 179 mint. That is not mint. It's a gorgeous color though, but it's not mint. See, to me again, this would be a real pale mint green. And this could blend with it, but with maybe a mid-tone in between, but I typically don't think of that as mint green. Okay, we have 323 gray green. Doesn't look like there's much gray in that to me. Now there could be the mid-tone between this here real light mint, this here darker one, and then this one, right? There we go. And we have 172 spectrum green. There's a pretty mint green too. A little bit lighter. That's okay, like I said, that's my favorite green. So 46 vivid green. That is not vivid. Definitely doesn't match the cover, because the cover does look, or the cap does look vivid. That's more of an olivine. Sort of, kind of. I guess not real olive, but definitely not vivid. 58 zircon. Boy, they do have some different names. Maybe you guys have run across these names. I haven't. Okay, another one that would go up here, pretty similar to that. And again, when I put these in order, I just kind of put them in order according to the caps. 68 jade. And I normally like this color, so we shall see. No, not what I was imagining, but pretty. I think of jade being darker than that. 321 medium green. Okay, shade lighter than that, our vivid green. Let's move you over here. Okay, 322 pine green. Okay, that's pretty. All right. Then we have, oh, we have a midnight coming to join us. We have 55 emerald green. Hello, Mr. Midnight. Very pretty green. Yeah, we got quite a few more greens here to go, folks. We have 54 Viridian. Very similar. And we have 53 Jungle Green. Here comes the Jungle Cat. Hello there. Oh, very pretty jungle green. What do you want? He's rumbling here. You trying to get in the camera? Yeah. Guess what, guy? Here, look up and say hi. Look up and say hi. This is me. This is my Midnight Kitty. Can't ever guess why he's called Midnight, right? He's the oldest kitty now that I have. He's got to be... How old are you, Midnight? Got you quite a while before I moved up here. So, let's see. Must be about 15, I think. 15 or 16. So, yeah, you're getting to be an old guy. Yes, but I don't think the people came here to see you. I'm sorry, I know. I know, you don't want to hear that. You are not the star of the show. But they want to see all the pretty colors. Yeah. Okay, I will pause a bit and I will be right back. All right, we are back. Gave Midnight some loving and then Bella had to go potty, so got all that done. Okay, here we go. 52 deep green. Let's zoom you back in. Now I got Midnight hair on here. Okay, pretty. And then we have 61 peacock green. This is usually a color I like too. Oh, very pretty. Love it. And we have 57 blue green, which sounds, and according to the color on the caps, look very similar. Just a shade lighter, a little bit more green in that one. Would probably make a good blend. 50 forest green with 2 R's. Okay, didn't we have a forest green? Oh, we had a jungle green. Okay, we got the jungle and now we got the forest. Oh, that's pretty. That is a nice deep green. And then we have 51 dark green. It's a goofy 5. Oh, let's rewrite it. Okay. Okay, that is a nice dark green. Now we're going to go on to some of the olivey type of greens. 48 avocado. Okay. Now, according to the cap, lime green looked a little on the olive side. It may be nice and bright, though. I'm hoping it is, because we don't really have a nice bright green. Oh, it is. Okay. All right, so that'll go at one of the beginnings, the light greens. And we have 320 Peridot, which is my birthstone in August. Okay, there's an olive type of green. And we have bronze green, 42. Oh, that's dark. It's like a, yeah, a brown green. I guess it's very aptly named, right? And 43, deep olive. Oh, that is deep olive. And last, but certainly not least, in the greens is 47, grass green. Okay, just a shade lighter than that. All right, now, I think that's enough greens. Holy cow. We go on to the browns, and there, I think, are just as many earth tones as there are greens. 336 wheat. Sounded like a really light tan to me, but it could be a skin tone. I'm not sure. According to the cover, it looks like it could be, but I put it down with the browns. Okay, yeah, it is a light tan. And we have 306 putty. That's a nice light tan. And we have 104 antique gold. Now, I didn't know if this should be up in the yellows or not. And no, I think I will keep that down in the browns. We have 169 barley. Now that's almost a yellowish, isn't it? That one will be debatable too. Sometimes it's so hard to determine where to place some of the colors, right? 107 sand. Another nice tan color. In your smaller set, sometimes it's hard to get a nice lighter tan. 330 beige. So this set would be great for color by numbers. Another nice light tan, but yet different. 328 terracotta. Oh, that's pretty. Guess what, folks? We are going on to the last page. Woohoo, they say. No, if you didn't like swatching, you wouldn't be here. 335 brick. Nice. It's kind of a different color. Almost looks like a deep pink. 302 tan. That's a pretty color too. 21 sienna. Nice brown. And of course, all of these browns can also be used for your darker skin tones. 329 mocha. Pretty. I didn't expect that one to be quite that dark. And we have 301 Leather Brown. Oh, quite light. And we have 94 Raw Sienna. Keep getting the chisel end. Okay. We have 101 Mustard. Now mustard I would think would be like this kind of, right? This looks much darker than that. Yeah, that is not what I think of as mustard, but it's a pretty color. And we have 100 Walnut. Pretty. These two would blend nice together. We have 41 Olive Gold. I didn't know if this was going to be greenish or if it was going to be brownish, but we'll see. Debatable, so might almost go with the olive greens. And we have 97 Hazelnut. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. You know what I'm almost tempted to do is somehow get like a, I don't know, somehow put like a white band or something around the brush tip end somehow, so I can very easily see which end is the brush tip when you're pulling them out. Go in your slot. Okay. Phew. 96 Mahogany. Oh, that's a nice, pretty dark brown. Nice dark skin tone. We have a 92 Chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, or chocolate. Beautiful. Look at all our earth tones. We have 93 Coffee. Coffee, coffee. What wakes people up in the morning? Not me. I'm not a coffee drinker. Never was a coffee drinker. 99 Bronze. And I never was a tea drinker either. Now, soda? Yeah, I'm a soda drinker. 102 Raw Umber. I know, it's not good for me. I do drink diet soda, but that's not good for you either, so. Okay, that's it for the browns. Now we are going to go on to the grays. And of course, there are tons of grays, especially between the two sets. So we have Blue Gray number 1. So BG1. Nice light cool gray. And we have Green Gray number 5. GG5. Okay. Then we go into the warm grays. So I put the two colored grays up front, the blue gray and the green gray. Now we go to the warm gray. So this is warm gray 1, Nice light warm gray. So those of you who do like your grays, this set would be great for you because there are quite a few. Warm gray 2. And naturally we have a warm gray 3. Definitely the warm grays with the brown hint to them, the undertone. Then I bet you don't know what comes next. Warm gray 4. Now what comes next? Warm gray 5. Nice progression though in the grays. Warm gray 6. What's next? Ha, gotcha. Warm gray 8. Thought it was going to be 7, didn't you? So there is quite a jump there. And then warm gray 9. So why they skip 7, I have no idea. Okay, now let's go on to the cool grays. Cool gray 1. And of course, cool gray 2. Cool gray 3. So it'll be easy to put these in order, right? This is always the easiest part of the color chart. Cool gray 4. Cool gray 5. And I was doing so well getting the brush tip. We are on the last row, folks. Cool gray 7. I thought it was 6. So they skipped 6. And yeah, quite a jump again in there. And then cool gray 9. So they did skip a couple, which is okay with me, but okay. Now we go on to just some regular grays. This one is Slate 314. Now this is the one that I have a problem with because guess what? I have another 314 Slate. So I did email them because I'm assuming I'm missing one. I don't know if it is one of these grays yet, you know, which would not be that big of a deal then because like I said, I don't use a lot of grays. Slate to me is just a little bit darker of a warm gray. So I will just put 314 here again. And I won't bother filling it in. And then we have Concrete 308. Boy, that's really got a green tone to it, don't it? 309 Granite. And then, okay, I must have had too many rows. We have, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I didn't skip this one. Okay, screwed that up. Our last one is 120, which is black. Let's see if it's a nice dark black. Oh, yes. And then we have 2 of the blacks and 2 of the blenders. So that's what makes up the 160 colors. So there we go. All right, let's zoom back out. Let's look at the colors as a whole then, shall we? Let's look at the yellows. Okay, we're a little zoomed out too far. Okay, as far as the yellows, we do have some that are similar, of course. These 3 definitely will go down in the skin tones, but there is a nice progression. Oranges, nice. Reds, yes, there are quite a number that are similar. Like these 2 are identical, you know, pretty much. These 2 pinks. You know, and like I said, in sets this large, like these 2 are the same. These 2, this is maybe just a tint lighter. Sets this big, you are going to get some that are similar. This one's just a hair lighter than that. Similar. You know, some of these 2, real similar. There are so many greens. Many of them, you know, are, you know, they do have different tones to them though. Like this one is definitely yellow. That one will go up in the yellows. You know, not sure where I'm going to put some of these others. I may put that one up in the yellows. That one might actually go in by the oranges. But beautiful skin tones. Look at that. Again, some similarities. But if you use earth tones or skin tones a lot, you know, you won't have to worry about running out of that color. And then, of course, the grays. So overall, it is a wonderful, wonderful set. I do not regret buying them at all. Like I said, this brush tip on here is awesome. You can see it is flexible. Let me zoom you back in again if you're curious about the tip. It is flexible, but yet it's firm, and the tip, you know, you can get into some pretty tight little areas. Now, of course, it is alcohol ink, so it will spread. This is printed on marker paper, but yeah, and just coloring in a larger area. Oh, and you can just see how juicy they are too. Let's color a little bit with the chisel. Look at the fine line you can get with the chisel too. And then the deep, long, thick lines. So yeah, they are both awesome, awesome tips. The chisel tip is nice and firm, which is kind of what you want with a chisel. So I say thumbs up on the master markers. Love them, love them. I cannot wait to color with them. So next thing I'll be doing, yes, oh, now I colored in my border, because I always put little numbers out here according to what order I want them to go in. Then I swatch them out again, see if that's the order I want them. Now, like when I put all of my Arteza from the 3 sets, combined them into one, I had to re-swatch those a number of times to get them in the order I wanted, and they're still not in the order that I want. But I had to call it good because I wasn't going to redo it again. So that is the set of markers. Let's take a look at this marker case because I've never seen one like this where you had to put it together. So there are instructions on putting this marker case together. Have you ever run across a case like this? I haven't, and I've bought in quite a number of cases for markers and for pencils. I never ever use this. I have had so many of these shoulder straps, I ended up throwing them out. I didn't know what else to do with them. And so when I was cleaning and packing and stuff, I ended up throwing them. I had so many. Okay, so this, let me bring you up a little bit. Okay, is that a little bit better? This is the outside of the case that we are used to seeing. And then we have our Velcro strips in here. So I'm assuming we put in these inside. You know, who really needed directions for this? I mean, really. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm right. So then, yeah, then you just take, okay, the Velcro is on this. Maybe I do need instructions. Okay, assemble the Velcro inserts. But, so you would think they would go on this way, but the Velcro's on this side, so you must have to put it this way. That's kind of, okay, why didn't they fold them that way in the first place then? Just being difficult. Okay. Which is kind of nice because you can take one of these inserts out. You know, if you want to take it somewhere, push it in. Okay, that wasn't too difficult, was it? So now you have all of your markers. Then you just take these outside flaps. And I do like the fact that these marker cases open like this, because when you're coloring, it's nice to be able to open the whole case and be able to see your markers better, right? So then you just Velcro the sides. And close it up. Now this one has not only the Velcro closing. No, it's not going to close real well because it's empty yet, but this one has, a lot of them just have the Velcro. This one's kind of like Arteza's, where you also have the clips. So that's kind of nice too. You have extra, you know, security, knowing your case isn't going to open up on you. But yeah, that wasn't hard to put together, was it? Just your standard case. It just didn't come together, so you know, it was easier for shipping. My other ones had the inserts in already though, so yeah, that'll be nice to put all my master markers in. And like I said, my plastic cases, I can easily put an 80 set in here. Just take off the label and label them myself. I have a lot of cases right now that I need to label. And yeah, I always labeled my cases so that I know what's in them before I open. You know, otherwise you got to open each case to see what's in them, right? Unless it's a special case like I have my Holbeins in. It's in a really pretty floral case. It's different than all of my other ones. And so yeah, but anyhow, I think I'm going on low battery, and that's why I temporarily disconnected. So I better get going and just end this video instead of blabbering on. So I hope you liked watching all the swatches of these pretty, pretty markers. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a terrific day. Enjoyed seeing all these beautiful colors. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.